It's Perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes' new limited series on Netflix called True Story. And man, I'm just literally blown away by just how well this story was put together. But before I get into this review, and give you my take on this limited series without going into major spoilers, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter at PerpMinded420, and don't forget to hit that like button, because that definitely helps. But anyways, to kind of give y'all a little backstory on how I feel about Kevin Hart as just a performer, he's by far one of the biggest comedians, or just one of the biggest entertainers of all time. That's just goes without saying. One of the most hardworking people in Hollywood. With that being said, I was never a fan of Kevin Hart because I felt like he was doing a lot of typecasted roles, like he was just playing the same roles over and over again. But I've noticed that he's kind of went in a different direction and started to go into the more serious drama lane with a lot of different movies and projects and stuff like that. So with that being said, this was definitely a surprise to me. I didn't expect to enjoy this series as much as I did. I didn't know what to expect from the story because I rarely just dived into any trailers. I don't think I ever even watched a trailer for this. Because usually I'll just see what's coming up on Netflix and just be like, all right, that looks interesting, or read the description. So basically you have Kevin Hart. He plays this character named Kid. He also in this plays a character that's very successful. He's also in a comic book movie with Chris Hemsworth, which is so ironic. It makes me think that Kevin Hart is coming to the MCU at some point down the line. I don't know how they're gonna fit him in, but I feel like, yeah, he's definitely gonna be there. But he also has a older brother played by Wesley Snipes named Carlton. He kind of owns a restaurant, but he's definitely a shady character. But his brother absolutely loves him. You could just tell that, the chemistry is there. Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes are just a match made in heaven. Really, they really play off one another really well. I like the dynamics that they kind of put them in, So Kid is dealing with the success of this movie. It's about to hit $1 billion, all this fame and fortune and stuff like that. But just one night kind of turns his whole life upside down as he finds a girl dead in his hotel, which this is a huge problem for any celebrity, because thoughts was racing through Kid's mind like, yo, my life is over, my career's done, because nobody that's that rich wants to lose anything or risk losing anything. So then this kind of just opens the doors, or Pandora's box, for other bad things to happen alongside with the situation with the dead girl in his hotel room. So he calls his brother's already there, ironically, and he tells Kid, look, I can handle this. I got a guy. His name is Ari. He can get rid of this body lickety split. Cool. From there, that's where things really escalate, as this dude Ari does this job. He's obviously really good at what he does. He's kind of like this mobster kind of guy, not like Italian or anything like that. I don't know, or if they're Armenian or something like that. But the guy starts to ask Kid for $6 million, and this kind of triggers Kid into killing Ari, which then escalates another problem because now you got his brothers looking for him. So through all this mess that went down with the hotel, with them trying to just clean up that mess, and Kid trying to still live his celebrity life and deal with these fans, even there's a huge fanatic named Gene in this. I'm not going to spoil anything about Gene, but Gene was a really dope character. I like that they kind of put the whole parallels between fans and the celebrity, and how you shouldn't really worship. I really like the whole commentary that Kevin had in this about fans. Not only that, dealing with a divorce, dealing with not being there for your kid, which I will say I wish we kind of would have seen more of that, in terms of him actually having some more time with his son, because, you know, he has been so busy, he's kind of neglected his family. He also kind of delves into what he's gone through in the past to get where he's at now, dealing with being homeless, dealing with addiction and stuff like that. So Kevin really brings all this to full display as his character as Kid, man. It's just really relatable, because he definitely still plays Kevin Hart in this, but it's a more serious, not so much jokey. Like, this is a very serious show. There are consequences, you know, people do die pretty frequently throughout this whole entire series. You know, this is a 7-episode series. Each episode's about 30 minutes. The first episode's an hour though, but I feel like that's a really good setup to what you're about to get into for the next one, because the pacing is really dope. I really also appreciate that Kevin Hart got Wesley Snipes to be a part of this, because Wesley, I definitely think he gave an outstanding performance, even to the last moment of this season, or series, I should say. I like the back and forth and just what they're able to do to kind of protect one another, and the people that is around Kid, what they're willing to do for him. This series was just incredible from start to finish. I feel like if you were always skeptical of Kevin Hart and his range, I would say just definitely check this out, because he definitely tapped into something that I didn't know Kevin was really capable of. And I want him to go more into this direction of more serious stuff. You can do comedy, you know, gigs here and there, but this is Kev's bread and butter right here, man. He's really dope. And it's funny because, you know, he's a short dude and everybody's really like towers over Kevin, so you could probably get a laugh or two out of that. And he also has the scene where he's kind of throwing this tantrum. It was pretty funny, but other than that, I really enjoyed everybody's performance. There wasn't nothing that really lacked, in my opinion. I just wish there was a season 2 and, you know, we could see more. But the story does enough to kind of wrap everything up where you don't even need a season 2. I didn't expect to get the ending that I got. That's why it was kind of so shocking, because there was so much drama, so much conflict going on between, you know, Carlton and Kid and just everything going on in his life and stuff, all this pressure. Everything was really dope. I really hope that Kevin Hart at least gets an Emmy nomination for this show. Wesley Snipes as well. I thought they both did an incredible job. They both came off very natural, very organic. I really liked the story. Very, very well paced out, and just, you know, really dope show. That's all I have to say. Make sure you go watch this if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts if you have seen it. What are some of your favorite moments? What is your favorite chapter? My favorite chapter is like the last few chapters. I just like how things escalate and you just don't know the outcome. Like, is he gonna get caught? Is he not? You know, the suspense is really dope. It really held my attention. Bravo, Kevin Hart, man. You really outdid yourself on this one. Shouts to Wesley Snipes as well. But till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.